Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down. Turn around to desert you. It's Claire and Trevor and Joe here, and welcome back to the 9th episode of State of Nature podcast.
Oh, great.
Indeed.
He's trying to be Ollie Bald.
If you don't know who he is, you're either a 40-year-old plus person, or you're a little child.
Indeed. Before we start, we just want to say a massive thank you to the 388 of you that have followed on Instagram and the 34 on YouTube.
I'll go get the champagne for the celebration and let's get drunk.
As you know, Shao, he's a silly guy. We would never drink alcohol at this age.
We're a podcast that talks about the planet, not alcohol and wine tasting.
Until
Yes.
we're 18. Well, I'm just saying. Indeed we are.
Anyway, in today's episode, we are going to be learning about protesting. And because it's such a big topic, we will be doing more in the near future.
But first, it's question time for me, Joe, and Shao, who are answering the most Google questions about protesting.
So the most Googled question about protesting is, drumroll please. What are the rules about protesting?
Oh my gosh. So the rules
Incredible.
are you are not allowed to block access to pavements and buildings.
So basically, you're not allowed to organise or attend impactful annoying protests.
March in the streets without a permit.
The thing is, I'm not sure how you get a permit.
Probably
So-
can't.
Figure that out yourself.
The second most Google question is, can you sue a protester? You can sue the police officer department and the city if you're injured during a protest, but your chances of winning a personal injury lawsuit against an officer or any government official are usually not very good. So I would say probably 0.00001 chance.
Or you have to be like a millionaire or billionaire or something.
Yeah,
Or
and I
you
just
work
think-
for the
lawyers.
government. Or you work for the government or something.
So
Like you
good
have to
luck
be
on that.
higher.
If that happens, and move on.
And the third most Google question is protesting illegal? So I got this from Google, and half the things I'm not sure what it says, but the First Amendment protests your right to assemble and express your views through protest. However, police and other government officials are allowed to place certain narrow restrictions on the exercise of speech rights. So what it's saying is it's legal, but a police officer can arrest you and make rules about the things you can and cannot do, and things can change depending on the protest.
Also, during the pandemic, you're not legally allowed to protest with more than 6 people, and you need to be wearing a face mask and be social distancing. Now, this does vary in what country you live in as well.
Yeah. If you're stopped by the police, normally you don't have to tell them your name or what you're doing or where you're going. But bear in mind that some police have used refusal to answer questions as a reason to believe you are breaching coronavirus rules.
And lastly, if you do get arrested, before arrest, ask the police officer to explain why you are being arrested. And if they ask any questions, say no comment to everyone, and including chats from police until you have free advice from a special solicitor.
Yeah.
And that's it, I think.
Okay, so if you would like to go protesting, those are the rules and stuff, but don't do it during lockdown without a mask, and please social distance, because we really don't want to go in another lockdown and we don't want to be sued.
And not miss another year of education.
Yes.
In 5 years, we'll look back at this conversation and be like, wow, the pandemic was mental.
Very. Well,
But what will be happening then?
Climate change.
change.
Should not be proud of that.
Would be. Oh wait. Anyway, let's get to the latest nature news, darlings.
You look like John Lennon.
Oh,
What?
thanks.
What?
You
So
know,
Dave-
my dad keeps telling me I look like a person from the Beatles. It's so annoying.
Oh, it's probably George Harrison.
Okay.
No, maybe. Oh no, it's John Lennon. Definitely.
yeah,
John
he
Lennon.
looks like John Lennon.
I swear you are like the.
Oh, don't flatter
Present.
me.
He was shot.
Don't
He
flatter.
was shot in.
Oh,
Why do so many
that's supposed
famous
to make you
people
feel
get
better.
shot?
Well, because they're famous.
Yeah.
It's
simple.
just depressing.
We're turning into a conspiracy theory podcast. Anyway,
Let's not let that happen.
no, I'd rather not talk about the Bermuda Triangle. So, Travan, can you say the latest nature news, please?
So Davide,
David Attenborough.
yes, has said that the children from all ages should be learning about nature in their schools, which I totally agree.
I like that.
And actually, in our school,
New project coming up.
yeah, we're actually
Hopefully,
trying to
hopefully.
do that.
You know when that.
Outside lessons.
We haven't. We've only done like 2 things on it, but like the area,
of
it's
lockdown,
massive. It's to
Yeah.
do. It's not to do with conservation, but it kind of is.
It is, but I
It's
don't know.
not.
Let's
It's kind of.
just not leak.
Anyway, in
Think
last week's episode with Half Elgar, I said like the curriculum should do something like that, and look what's happened. I'm a lad. No, I'm not Aladdin. I'm the genie. You know, I can make wishes come true. What's your you have one wish with climate change. What would it be?
For world leaders to cooperate. Prominent scientists and lawyers have said the UK government's decision to ignore the Paris Climate Agreement when decided on major infrastructure projects undermines its presidency of UN climate talks this year. What does that mean?
Yeah.
That
It's
the
like-
UK is ignoring the Paris Climate Agreement. For example, with HS2.
So is every single country,
Mm. It's
pretty
like
much.
But the UK is more visible because, like, we
With
are one of
HS2.
the, and well, HS2, and just like, it's mental.
It is.
What is it? Just me who like goes to bed, right, and just looks up the ceiling or somewhere, and something, and you're like, oh God, we're gonna die eventually of climate change because
The
some
ceiling is a
countries-
great reminder of
No,
dying.
it's because I have a world map right by me, and I have to look out at a tree. Back to the conversation, and lastly, 3,000 cattle were found on a ship in the middle of the ocean that had been stranded for 3 months.
How did they live?
They probably didn't. And on that note,
Mental.
Seaspiracy on Netflix. Amazing. We
It's-
need to talk about
so
now.
good.
We just need. It's
Well,
about.
just spam like shots of statistics on it.
I've screenshotted a bunch. So bang,
3.9 billion acres
bang.
of coral
It's-
reefs are trawled every year.
I know,
That's
it's
like-
absolutely
That's
crazy.
about, like,
You have to watch it.
40,000
It's so interesting.
40,000 times more
People
than-
are saying, this is turning into a conspiracy theory podcast. I'm telling you now. People are saying like,
Wait, one sec, my cat's just come in.
oh God. Why don't you? Basically, this people are mostly like the government and fishermen and people are saying, oh no, that fakey, we staged that and stuff. How do you stage dolphins being killed in the what was the island, like not Falkland, it was
Oh,
some island, and it was horrible. The water was just red and pink and stuff, and like there was a shot of blood being gushed out of a ship into the ocean.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh, but did you see the ending bit at like Iceland where they cut
Uh,
open the pregnant?
it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah, that's
terri-
what I was
it's
talking
ter-
about.
It's terrible, like watching it because it's very.
I want to thank the man and his wife for doing the documentary.
Yeah,
They
it's really, really
they
good.
literally risked their life because he was saying like
Yeah,
in Thailand you could get arrested and potentially killed for filming these stuff
Yeah.
because it was like using slaves for fishing and stuff, and they chug boiling water at them and stuff like that. So like,
yeah,
big
I
ups
know.
to you.
I hate to say something, but there is something where not all of the statistics are right
What do you mean?
in the documentary.
What else are they like?
Like,
Are they
obviously
like
they-
fully? Are they like fully fake or like just a few numbers?
Just like a bit off.
Ah, okay. Thank God they're not like, oh, this person killed 5 people, but he actually killed like 1. Like, still
Okay.
bad. That's murder.
So, as those people who have a life know, a lot of controversial has been in the news lately about Kill Bill.
Kill the L Bill.
Yeah, sorry.
Um,
What I was trying to say is, what do you think of the film?
Kill
What's
the
your
Bill.
opinion?
Absolutely idiotic.
What do we think
Just,
of
it's just,
Of
it's
Kill
just,
the Bill.
it's just,
idiotic?
it just
One word.
explains that some people just don't have a brain.
Who? Wait, I'm gonna search up who thought of Kill the Bill. Like, who
You know
proposed the
what's
idea?
her name again? Piri Patel.
Priti Patel.
Piri
Oh,
Patel.
Piri
So-
Poshi Patel.
I told Claire this. Did I tell Trevor as well? I'm not sure, but I told one of them this before the podcast. And it was in this video on Kill the Bill that Piri Patel, or whatever her name is, said for foreigners or people that aren't British to go out of, to kick them out of the UK. Well, her parents are from a different country,
Yeah.
so she's technically
Yeah,
told her
it's
parents
just
to go.
explaining that some people just don't have a mind or a brain.
They've
So,
got probably one brain cell. That's probably like
I would say 0.5.
it's the final
Brain cell.
Doo-doo-doo.
Normal
Wait, shout. Put the TikTok on the
Okay,
Yeah.
normal podcasts talk about nonsense.
we will now
like-
talk about politics.
Oh, so the normal podcast usually talk about
Sorry, we
and
just haven't done
Boris-
this in so long. We don't know what to do.
Yes, we
well,
do.
I do.
It's
What's the
what's
couple-
the, okay.
Well, teach us too, I think.
So, wait,
What is your opinion?
For example, if like a politician wanted to protest, right?
Yeah,
No, what if Priti Patel wanted to protest, right?
they would be immediately sacked.
Yes.
It would
right.
make no sense because I think she think of Kill the Bill?
No.
I don't know.
Well, okay.
No.
Anyway,
It was the law. Can I say something? It was like the law. Part
People.
of the law secretary, is it? Or
I don't know. But anyway, what if the person who proposed it to whoever wanted to protest against something? It was they just like
Yeah,
they're
just
resisting themselves for their like rights, which makes
they
no
are
sense.
idiots.
See, and another thing, it's probably not gonna happen, but like a curfew for men, it's not gonna happen. But same,
Lip.
Trevine, calm down. And like, what if like, it's just,
Flip.
it's not fair that they're taking our rights away. For example, there was this massive
Sorry.
thing gonna happen, like war, right? And people didn't want war because something's happening with Ukraine and Russia. God help us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, you don't know about this. Okay. So like
World War
Russia,
III coming in.
Russia, and Ukraine are
Well,
gonna go
World War
to
III
war.
be like, are we?
So,
Do I know these people?
yes, you do. We met on a bus and wanted to make a band called Street Rockers, and it ended up not.
Love it. Oh.
Oh, love it! Oh, God help us. We need
Yeah,
our
I
life.
I do not
Do you
want to know
remember?
what they're
Do you
talking
remember
about.
Dynamite? Dynamite. You wanna fight?
Rushing through the city at the speed of. Oh, God.
Going
Yeah,
on the
I do not
metro.
want to know. Should we carry on, darlings?
Yes. Back to my point. What if there was a war, right? And people did not want another war to happen in the UK, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying right a lot. But what I'm trying to say is
It was Cheval Chamberlain's.
Cheryl Chamberlain. Cheryl name. Neville
He's a
Chamberlain.
naturalist.
Oh, Neville Chamberlain.
What I'm trying to say is like, it's not
Joris Bonson.
okay. We're trying
Falafel.
Chinston Churchill.
not this again. Back
Well-
to birthday.
Falafel.
Oh, happy birthday, Trevan. It was quite long ago, but everyone wished Trevan a 12 happy 12th. We just told our ages.
That was like
Happy
3
birthday.
weeks ago.
When
yeah,
was
I
that?
know, but like we haven't posted. Anyway,
It's our birthday. No, it isn't.
it's my birthday in 20 days. Oh,
Good for you.
My cat is currently staring in the corner of the room, just like you're an idiot.
Depressed.
anyway, okay, back. Can we actually do this? Okay, basically. My opinion on Kill the Bill is
Weird.
not the word.
911, what do you want?
I said
You have
naughty
to watch
word,
it. It's
kinda, I don't know
hilarious.
what you want. Anyway, anyone else have an opinion on Kill the Bill?
Well, I have many opinions on how people. It's just a fundamental right to be able to protest, and for people to actually care about something. And how else would governments listen?
Yeah.
Without
It's-
protesting. But
Just overall, it's just the.
we do need to look at the other side of it.
Can I just say one thing? Can I just say
how
one thing?
some people just get these ideas that are just.
Can I just say
Mm.
one thing? Without us, the government couldn't really cope. Because
Well, they
Well,
wouldn't.
yeah,
give
because
things.
we are like. It's hard to explain. The government are supposed to look after us. That's their job, but.
and then they're not.
Oh, you're
trying
all
to look
doing your
after
job,
us.
eh?
It's just
No.
stupid. Because like,
The circle
I
of
just-
humanity.
Things I was trying to say is just overall, this idea is just.
and it's stupid.
Bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other side of it is that police need more protection
They do, but they.
because they do have a lot of
Well,
disrespect.
it isn't. Isn't it?
To be fair, they do.
The thing is, it isn't really there. It isn't really their
Yeah.
fault that
But
acting like
can I
this.
just say something? This was a very this got me thinking. Like there was, on HS2 Rebellion's Instagram, there was someone holding a poster saying, "Who protects us from the police?"
Oh my god.
Sorry, I just.
Well, yeah,
Fair-
but the
no idea.
reason.
But do we really need protecting from them?
No.
Well, no,
Well,
of course
no, we do,
because
we
if
do,
it's
we
like
do,
a serial killer,
do.
If it's like a serial killer,
Yes, sorry, but we do
what
have
do we do?
do have the army.
Oh, I know what we do.
911, what do you want?
No,
Um,
as in like who protects us from the police? That's
no,
what they said.
ourselves, in theory.
Ourselves. Yes.
Well, no, because like
The
Life would-
government.
Life would be hard without the police,
yes,
but I just don't. I
The-
just
the re-
don't agree with the way that they're.
no, the reason people,
You know.
a lot of people do not agree with the police is because they have harmed many people. They have killed people for no reason, and
That is true.
it's okay. To be fair, it's not it is half and half the police officer's fault, but they are
Yeah.
ordered to do that and go in. See,
There are good and bad police. There are very, very nice ones.
there are very nice ones,
They're also partly
bad ones.
bad. Yes.
Most
Like, the thing is, most of them are just doing their job. That's what they've been ordered
but
to do.
sometimes they do it a bit too much.
Yeah, sometimes they just
Depending on
get-
okay, for example,
What do you mean too much?
no. What I'm trying to say is like Prince Philip just died 2 days ago, right? And people were playing flowers like peacefully and just saying "rest in peace" and stuff.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
and they were
the
saying,
police
"Oh,
had to
sorry,
c-
you
the
can't
police
come."
had to come in and budge them out of the way. Like,
Yeah,
Well, the police didn't really say anything to the flowers places peacefully
no, it was just
doing that.
because they were in
But then,
groups.
but then when there was like a peaceful protest, police had to, go in with their batons and start.
tons.
Actually, yeah, I'll give you a clip so you can put on here because it's
Okay.
quite.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's just. My next question is: do you think people should be allowed to protest in trees and block roads? So, as we said about the rules, not
Well,
allowed to block.
Personally, HS2, we're going into this because that is where the circumstance when they are protesting in trees. Personally, I do think they should because if they're not in the trees, if they're not in the trees, then they're gonna fell the trees. So
Yeah, but with that, yeah, it's a great example. But like, for example, with Black Lives Matter or something, they were going on the streets and stuff, and also in Belfast, they're throwing bottles and stuff. So like, there are certain places where you should do it, but there are certain places you shouldn't. You shouldn't
yeah,
probably do it in a child neighborhood or something, or
yeah.
or in a park, or
Well, you should do
somewhere
it in front of like Parliament or somewhere where MPs,
happening.
government, yeah. Should police be so brutal to protesters?
We just talked about this. Joey, you say
Probably.
first.
Well,
What
can I
kind
just
of?
say something? So police have weapons, protesters have cardboard signs. And so I think they shouldn't be so brutal. If they should be brutal if the protesters are being
Hello?
brutal, but hi.
Yeah, hello.
But
Oh my god, I
if
hate you so.
So
but if the protesters are being non-violent, then the police shouldn't start because I saw this video where they're just all coming in as a wall, just sort of swinging their batons, and just it's
They can-
really
They
dangerous.
can get very aggressive and rough.
And they're knocking down
Too
like
aggressive.
protesters and old people, and it's just
Yeah, it's just. Remember when they were cutting the roads? It's just they don't care at all.
oh yeah, that was dangerous.
that
They don't care at all. They just like.
weird thing is, most of them kind of work for the government, and the government are quite aggressive on health and safety,
But if we're
and they're not
talking
doing
about the
anything
police-
about it when they're coming in. And
If we're saying that they're aggressive, if they're aggressive, it means that the government are aggressive. They're the one that's really ordering them. But the police, as we said in like a couple of minutes ago, they can go over the top too.
but
Yeah.
we need to look at the other side. So protesters can also be very aggressive. I must say, we can't just say all.
The thing is,
Yeah.
the thing is,
but
in a
what?
way-
The
in a
police
way, it
officers
has to
start
be a-
it. The police
Okay,
officers
thing is-
start it.
the thing is, in a way, we have to be some kind of aggressive to actually make them hear our voice. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no other way
No.
getting their
And,
attention.
On the start, it's just
Mhm.
peaceful. For example, walking through the streets, the police come in and they start batonging. Is that a word? Batonging people, and then hitting people, and then all hell breaks loose.
It could just go out of hand. It could just go absolute mental.
But can I just say something? Yes, the police are doing this, but also they're ordered to. So
Yeah,
maybe
that's what
we
I
should
said.
start again moving up the ranks of people.
They've been ordered by
We
the
shouldn't,
government to
we
do it.
shouldn't
So
be
they're
blaming
the
the
ones.
people doing it if they're not the one, if they're forced to.
Yeah, exactly. Because the government are the ones that are all telling them to do it. So really, overall, it's just the government that is just absolutely
ruining.
which we know already.
So thank you for listening to episode 9.
Yes, I believe.
If-
9. The next one's 10. Then
And
we'll...
so,
Shut up. Cut that
No.
out. 'cause
well,
we can't
people,
do-
people
Oh, you
know
can beep it
already.
out. Oh, you-
People know
Good point.
already.
Yeah, but still.
You will only know if you follow at
Instagram.
at Safe Nation Podcast. Gets us to 400 followers. Yeah, go check that out.
And
Thank you.
you cannot listen. As I've said, it's gone weird, but I have fixed it so you cannot listen on Apple Podcasts yet. I don't know why.
This is officially the worst outro we've ever done.
But I don't care. It's not our problem, is it? It's the listeners. Oh, sorry.
No, don't put that in. Peace
Okay,
out.
and subscribe on YouTube and follow on
Instagram, like I just said.
follow on like Google Podcasts and like
Oh yeah, like podcasts.
Spotify and
Yes.
stuff. You can't do that. It doesn't do anything to us.
Maya. Anyways, as we were saying, goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Can I just say something? In the run-through, Joe, your voice was just like, like really loud. And then when you're doing the real thing, it's like smooth ASMR. It's really weird. We're turning into an alcohol and ASMR podcast.
Yeah,
I hope
Great.
not.
definitely
So,
what we want.
Was
Why do I look tanned?
Donald Trump?
Trump!
Ah, you're a
Oh
filter.
my god, I actually look like. Is it just my lighting, or do I?
Thing is, I can put a
It's just
filter.
my lighting. It makes me look like I'm bloody Donald Trump.
Yeah, I have a pizza on my head. That's not a pizza.
Oh my
That's
god,
a
I
hat.
do. Oh my god, I hate this. If I take a picture of myself,
We'll join you. I am now pink.
Am I wearing glasses?
joking. Yeah, bro. Yes.
I can be Winston Churchill.
No. This is Winston,
Winston
Churchill.
So how do you have Winston Churchill on a £5 note?
Every time.
Every. Oh God, no.
Oh, I thought the Queen.
You look like a lumberjack.
Wait, who are you talking to?
Travan, you look like a lumberjack.
Oh, you know that TikTok person. You look like Sergeant Boomer or something.
Okay. Can I say, Joe? Every £5 note has the Queen on one side and Winston Churchill on the other.
Oh, I thought it was just the Queen.
Wow, you have never looked at a £5 note.
Well, I do drink
Okay,
tea.
anyway, back to the conversation. I might take these glasses off. You know what's weird?
What? Yeah.
What's your darling?
In like 5 years, we'll look back at this conversation and be like, wow, how times have...
There's a pandemic now. We'll say that there probably will be why.
What the hell?
Wait, what?
Sorry,
And there isn't a pandemic now. Well, I say that there probably will be why.
So either you've been talking to Siri, your autocorrect has gone mad, or you were half drunk with that champagne.
Yeah, that champagne you were talking about in the
We're trying to be Travan says, and now I'm saying...
I'm surprised.
Wait,
I'm the
me?
one
What
saying all
do
this.
I say? Do I
the
say things like loose?
No, the
Indian.com.
Indian.com. Whatever it was.
Wait, what's Indian.com?
Ah, you remember?
Oh, I just found this TikTok. It's hilarious.
So didn't he? Someone in my house.
No. This is
911, what do you want?
Hi, there's like someone in my house that does not live here.
Home intruder?
Yeah, super intrusive.
I hate that. It's like mind your own business. you
Yeah,
know?
same.
Are you safe?
Yeah, I'm with this rape clothes.
You're in the closet?
Mhm.
No, wait, my best friend's gay.
Oh my god, look. Well, this isn't really a closet. It's like as big as some people's houses.
Okay, walk-in closet, subtle brag.
You know, the simple things. 2224 Churchill Lane.
No.
Yes, why?
Shut up.
I will not.
We're neighbors.
Oh my god, look.
Is it a criminal? We only have one Starbucks.
Oh my god, the light is almost so blue.
Okay, help on the way as soon as I figure out what button to push.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's just record.
Hello.
Sorry, I found that funny.
Anyway, Travan, say your line.
Uh,
Who's doing ASMR?
Me.
Filter.
Stop.